All right, we are joined on the dais by Florida Atlantic head coach John Jakus, Matas Vokietaitis, and Trey Carroll. Coach, why don't we start by having a general comment from you, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Okay, I want to give you an A+ on saying Matas' last name right. Okay, not everybody does that well. That was perfect. That was unbelievable. We're thankful for today. I think the event is a wonderful event, and the whole setup from the locker rooms and the way you're treated to the game itself was first class. I thought our defense was also first class, held them to 35% or less from the field. I think they really decided that they're going to have to make threes to beat us. They shot 27, and we did just enough to guard the three-point line down the stretch to win. I think we were a little bit upside down with our free throws and our three-point shot ourselves, but there was just enough plays down the stretch where we were okay. I thought Trey's 2 free throws, that Bob a 3, and then when we subbed Matas in the last few minutes, I thought the 2 blocks and those rebounds he got were really the difference. And we're thankful for all those things, and in March, one more day means we get to be a family for one more day. So that's the most important part.
Thank you, Coach. Anyone in here have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Please give us your name and affiliation.
Hey, Robbie Listella with FAU Owl's Nest. It looked like in the first half there, Charlotte was trying to muck it up a little bit, get physical. Was there any message on how to kind of overcome that? And also, 42-18 in the paint, was that the answer to their physicality?
Yeah, I don't. Basically, we just said ignore it. The hardest part about it wasn't that they were grabbing cutters or there was those little scuffles. I thought the refs did an unbelievable job to shift the game in the second half and let some freedom of movement happen. So I want to compliment them. But it's every time there's a scuffle, the game stops. And we wanted to run. So it's not just that there was little interactions between both teams. It was more that it was slowing the game down. So our main message at halftime was, let's move away from that so we can get out and control the pace a little bit.
How much would you say the 15-day road trip to Charleston helped you guys down the stretch there, kind of focus in when Charlotte was making a run, but you guys finished it off?
Yeah, I think our defense carries, and that's something we've had to continue to learn throughout the season. But we certainly, before Christmas, played as hard a schedule as anybody in our league besides Memphis. And we put ourselves in these road and neutral situations constantly. And I think these guys did show some maturity down the stretch to perform in a neutral environment. So hopefully we'll shoot better in this neutral environment tomorrow, but I thought the toughness was there to at least close.
Trey, you come off the bench, you get 2 and 1s, you hit them both. What was your mentality kind of coming off the bench there in the second half to kind of give the team a spark?
It's March. I don't want to go home yet. No one else wants to go home either for this group. We want to win as many games as possible. Obviously, we came here to win, nothing less. And I just wanted to come in, provide energy, do the best I can to uplift the team because I feel like that's my job as a leader, to bring energy to the court no matter what is happening. And thankfully I was able to do that in the second half.
Matas, early on, the offense was flowing through you. What was working for you to kind of set the tone for FAU?
I don't know. I'm just doing my things, trying to do my things every day, what I can do. I try to listen to coach, and it is nothing special, just efforts and just play.
You were scoring the ball early, but in that last possession late there, you kicked out to Baba, and he hit the triple after you guys have been struggling. How big of a shot was that, and did you know he was going to be there, or did it just work out that way?
Oh, when I started driving a ball, I saw Baba on 45, and I thought it will be like big time, and he'll make it, so he just made it.
And Coach, looking ahead towards tomorrow at Tulane, you guys were in that game, and then Tulane on their home court closed it out strong. What's going to be the difference in this one here tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll look again, but we've done some pre-work. I don't think we handled the matchup zone as well as we should have down the stretch. And then I thought some of their cutting and their 5-out action really gave us an issue. So we'll look to clean those 2 things up, and we'll get more details over the next 4 or 5 hours. But we're clearly going to have to play better than we did at their place.
Chuck, anybody on Zoom?
We do. We can go to Richard Pereira, please.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. First question to Coach. Obviously, facing a team for a third time, having won the first 2 games, it's obviously going to be very difficult to win for the third time. What was the biggest difference you saw from this Charlotte squad compared to the first 2 times you faced them, as you played them throughout today's game?
Yeah, I thought they controlled the pace better. I thought the ball screen coverage that they had was better to be honest. And then just in general, I think they found a rhythm to the way that they wanted to beat us. We were able to get to the 80s, I believe, in both games, and they kept this game below 65. So those three areas probably be the key. And then they made it really clear they were going to use a three-point line to win, and we did just enough there. But I would say those were the four adjustments. They shot the three more. The ball screen coverage was a little better, and then the control of the pace was much, much better for them.
And for Trey, obviously for a day where the free throw line was frustrating, you happened to come through in the clutch for your guy, for your team, 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. How big was it for you to make those free throws, especially those last two in the final seconds of the game?
Oh, it's very big because that's if they hit that three, it's a tie ball game. If they hit if I missed it, but if they made it and I made the free throws, it's a 2-point game at that point. So I believe it's a momentum changer that I'm making those 2 free throws. It kind of defeats them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But down the stretch, I know the coaching staff believe in all of us to make free throws down the stretch, and I was thankfully able to make them.
And for Matas, you had 2 blocks on the day, on top of the 17 points and 7 rebounds you had today. How important is it for you to emphasize yourself on both sides of the ball to be as effective as you were today?
I think right now it's the time when we don't care about personal stats. We just want to make March Madness and nothing more.
Okay, before we let you go, I want to ask Trey, among the many honors you received from the conference this year was the Amir Abdur-Rahim Sportsmanship Award. If I could just ask what that meant to you. It was selected by the head coaches, 1, and then 2, to have the Abdur-Rahim family here today to present it to you. What did that mean to you today?
I'm super thankful and blessed to receive that award, especially since it's a first-time award. Sportsmanship goes a long ways outside of basketball. I think being able to show sportsmanship shows who you really are on and off the court. And I was blessed enough to have that opportunity to meet the family and receive the award. And I'm just super thankful and blessed, and I don't take it for granted. And I just love the opportunity for all the awards, but obviously my mindset is to do whatever I can for the team and get to March Madness.
You have one more?
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to ask about Devin. I saw him in the late game rotation a little bit more than usual. What led to that? And it seemed like his on-ball defense was kind of big there late. How big is it to have a freshman who can do that off the bench?
Yeah, we went offense-defense with him and Nico. That was probably the main adjustment. We hadn't done that before. And then I would say secondary, that him and Ken seemed to guard the ball down the stretch a little bit better. They were isoing Nico at times, but we felt like we needed Nico on the offensive end to make our decisions and reads. So there was enough dead balls for us to go back and forth, and that was the main reason why we did it. But Dev, in the last 2.5 weeks, people are starting to see what we see every day in practice. He has a chance to be the Defensive Player of the Year in this league if he sticks around, and we hope that he does.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you, players.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.